me?
Come on.
Let's go.
Come
But
on.
this was a very sweet surprise.
I love it.
So as you guys all know, it's either gonna be communion or tithe. So I already did my communion. This is my tithe message.
Sandy girl.
I want to preach in a different way because everyone usually preach about it in a money wise, but when you further look into it about the Bible verses, you actually realize this is about faith.
Yep.
It's about where you stand with God. So why should we tithe? It's about a way of showing that we trust God. Do you trust God even during your most difficult time? Do you trust God even when you're struggling? Do you trust God that He's going to provide even when you don't see a way out? So the Bible tells us that we should. The Proverbs 3 says, honor God with our wealth and with the first fruit of our produce. Then our barns will be filled with plenty. Yeah. So when we abide that principle, it is for our own good. It is to say that when we honor God with our first fruit, with our wealth, we will get blessed instead. It's not to bless God, it's to bless us, because God is the maker of heaven and earth. He doesn't need our money. People always make that, I'm sparing the change to God. No, God doesn't need our money. God needs our heart.
Hello.
So what are we honoring God with? It's not. There's a saying that says, wherever your heart is, your money is. So where you put your money into really tells about what you put priority over. So when you honor God, when I honor God with money, it's telling God that, God, I really honor you with what you have given for me to manage. I can manage this much. Now I'm showing you that I'm faithful enough to manage much bigger than what you are giving me to manage now.
Yep.
So even for me right now, I'm going through a path of struggling, maybe not struggling, but I would say not as much as I want to perform. But it's also, when I was praying to God, God, what do you want from me? I'm tithing, I'm giving, I'm offering.
Come on.
I've done like everything in the formula, but it's not producing me the result. And I'm like a math person, as you can tell. Like,
I love it.
this is a formula, but I'm not getting the answer. So, and I just felt like God is telling me, like, okay, even though you're not seeing what you're getting through what you're doing, are you still faithful enough to do
Come on.
what you're called to do?
Yep.
Are you still faithful enough to walk in my commandments?
Yeah.
Come on.
Because in Exodus it has said that walk in commandments of what God has commanded you so you can live and prosper. So it is through that faith, it's God, I will still be faithful of what you want me to do, and I'm faithful enough to know that you will provide and you will give me more than what I can manage.
Yep.
Just like a story that was told in Matthew, of that Matthew chapter 12, that poor widow. Jesus took favor on her not because of the money that she gave, but because of the heart that she gave. Even though she gave less than what a rich person has given, but Jesus took favor in her because she has given more than her. More than more than what she can spare, more than what she can handle.
Yep.
Compared to the rich person. So when you really look at tithes, it's not about money. It's not about how much you can give. It's about the heart.
Yep.
And I want to end my preach with this, with verse 1 Corinthians 9:7, where it says, looking for that.
Okay.
Where it says, each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver.
He does.
Yes.
So whenever you feel burdened to give, maybe pray beforehand, set our hearts straight with God, align with God's will, and then give, because God loves a cheerful giver, not under compulsion. Thank you.
Come on.